You're watching Fox 56 News, first at 10.
Fall sports practice officially started today for our high school teams. That means football is just around the corner, and tonight we start to count down the Friday Night Rivals preseason top 10.
Fox 56 sports director Bob Ide takes us to the Wyoming Valley Conference to kick things off.
Wyoming area won 11 games last season, but not the one that mattered, losing to Scranton Prep in the District 2 AAA final. This season, with 10 combined starters returning on both sides of the ball, the Warriors are motivated to be on the winning side this time.
As much as we lost looking forward into this year, we have talented young kids. They're just a little inexperienced in terms of times they've spent in the spots on the field up to this point. So that's really all of our challenge, the players and our coaches, is to get those guys to elevate quickly, mature in the early part of the season, and then be ready to compete throughout.
I feel like people could underestimate you guys because of what you lost.
Yes, I do. I mean, I feel like we still have other guys that people haven't even seen. So, I mean, just working hard and, secret weapons that other teams haven't seen.
People think we lost a lot, but I don't think that at all. We have a bunch of guys returning, a bunch of juniors, now seniors, that have lots of talent, a bunch of younger guys coming up that are showing a lot of talent. We're working real hard, and we're coming out every day to improve.
It will start for Wyoming area at quarterback, where Jack Gervine will get the nod, along with some reps from Luke Kopechny. The junior signal caller will have one of the best wide receivers in the state to throw to in number 8. He caught 43 passes for 864 yards and 11 touchdowns, while tight end Josh Maruk is a 2023 All-Stater.
We're kind of splitting reps, so yeah, it's definitely cool. I played it coming up my freshman year. I've always played it. I played it on the 7th, 8th, 9th team, so yeah, it's not really too new to me.
What do you like about when Jack plays quarterback? What have you seen from him?
He's definitely good. He's definitely a gunslinger. I mean, he could throw it pretty far, so any deep routes, it should be pretty accurate.
With just 2 linemen back, the question marks up front are the key.
You return on the offensive line first and foremost, Max Getze, who is a potential FCS Division I Ivy recruit, and then add to that Chase Grigolski, who started for us as our center last year. He was a little undersized, but he's put on some good weight, and he's increased his strength. So those are the 2 anchors coming back. And then we have guys that are talented but inexperienced.
The new starters on this Wyoming area team will get tested in the first 2 games as the Warriors take on an experienced Crestwood team and then head to Dallas.
Games are definitely so important because it shows us how ready we are for the rest of the season. We got to get that in that mode to be able to dominate teams coming along in the season, get ready for playoffs. It really puts us in that mindset where we need to dominate every team we play.
How important will that defense be in the first couple of games? Because you have a couple of real tough games against Crestwood and Dallas, but looks like that's where the experience is.
Yeah, I feel like Crestwood is really good offensively usually most of the time, so having a good defense will really help to manage that, keep the game balanced. It's going to be a good one.
Friday Night Rivals team number 10, the Wyoming Area Warriors. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
News, first at 10.
Last night, our Friday Night Rivals took us to the Wyoming Valley Conference, and tonight we start with one of 3 teams from Schuylkill County that'll be ranked.
Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide takes us to the land of the Crimson Tide.
Last season, everything for Pottsville was new. New coach, new system, new players. And still, the Tides won 6 games, including a District 11 playoff game for the first time since 2019. This season, the expectations are higher, and so is the confidence.
We talk a lot about having our training wheels on last year, and it took us a while. We played some of our best football late in the year, but I feel like what these kids did in the offseason, most of these guys are 2-3 sport athletes. They spend countless hours in the weight room. Our speed program looked better. Our efficiency and our summer workouts looks better in 7-on-7s, and I feel like we'll be a much better football team.
Culture will change. Everything in the weight room, locker room, everything's changing. We're more focused. We're better disciplined. Yeah, just everything.
It starts for Pottsville at the quarterback position, where Andrew Allen returns after throwing for 1,800 yards and 13 touchdowns. The junior will have a solid offensive line in front of him that returns 3 starters. Add in senior Julian Bainbridge, who ran for 1,100 yards and 16 touchdowns last year, and this Tide offense will be tantalizing.
I think personally I could be better at breaking off like longer touchdowns, like speed-wise, and like I think we got to be a little bit like, I don't know. We're pretty good like efficiently in the passing game, so I think that's great. I think we'll be great up front. Our guys are physical and strong, play with great technique and stuff, so I think we'll be pretty good in the run game as well.
Physicality. We use a lot of physicality on the line. You know, like sizes and everything. You know, it's about how strong you are, how fast you are, how hard you punch. It's all about how good you are off the line, off the punch.
And so the entire team gravitates to Andrew Allen. So we need him to be able to distribute the football to our playmakers. You know, there's some guys that people have heard of before, you know, like the Juju Bainbridges, and there's some guys that are going to burst on the scene this year that people have never heard of before.
Defensively, Pottsville lost their 2 top tacklers, but there are always new players waiting to step up.
We did lose our big part of our defense, Braden Evans, and of course Cyril Curry. And we also lost other guys like someone on the D-line. But we should have people coming in, taking their place, and some younger guys need to step up, and that's what they're going to do. So,
just how good Pottsville will be could be determined in their first game against state-ranked Shamokin. The Crimson Tide like it that way. They want to know how much the hard work has paid off.
Love that. Honestly, it's the greatest way to start your season, because it can show you how your season can go, or you can be better and build off of it no matter what happens.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 9, the Pottsville Crimson Tide. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
You're watching Fox 56 News First at 10.
As we continue our Friday Night Rivals preseason countdown, we'll stay in Schuylkill County for team number 8. Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide shows us a team that's used to winning every season.
North Schuylkill is a program that always has the talent to get to the District 11 playoffs. But it seems like deja vu that they end up losing either in the semifinals or the finals. The Spartans did win back-to-back titles in 20 and 21. This year's team has the talent to get deep into the playoffs, with more players returning with experience than have graduated.
You know, probably from last year we lost, 4 or 5 productive players, seniors that really contributed, but we have a lot back.
And been working, everybody's been working together. The confidence with this team, I'd say, is a lot of us played since we've been younger, like freshmen, and we've really just built that chemistry over these past couple of years.
For North Schuylkill, it starts with the return of 3-year starting quarterback Caden Mengel, who can beat anyone with his legs and arm. Add in 3 college football prospects on the offensive line, plus running backs Angel Ortiz and Luke Miller.
We return a lot of guys, which is going to be nice. We return linemen, running backs, receivers, return our quarterbacks. So we're going to have experience. We're going to be able to do all sorts of things, whether it's running, passing, RPO, stuff like that. We're going to be well-rounded.
We got Zolker, Knox, Gavin Wall all back. They're huge, obviously, and they're really good, really good.
We could probably do a little bit more than what we've done a year ago, which is always a good thing. But we like our personnel. I think we added some depth and working on some individual certain places, but we're certainly in a good place.
On defense, the Spartans will have to replace some of their leading tacklers, but the mantra is always the same.
Yeah, we lost some good linebackers, just being able to recognize formations, stuff like that, which is going to be tough, but we're going to be able to reload, really work, just in like the film room, stuff like that, to recognize and align, stuff like that. But we just need to play fast and physical and swarm to the ball.
Once again, North Schuylkill will open with Mount Carmel, a team they've beaten the last 2 times. The Spartans know win or lose against the Red Tornadoes, it will tell a lot about their season.
I mean, it can. I mean, if we start off really good, that could really build some momentum. But I don't think we're going to lose, but I think it'll start really well.
It's big. It's a big test. I mean, that's a football game. A lot of motion, incredibly physical football game. A lot of talent, good football players, but incredible atmosphere. It doesn't get better when you get to play in the Silver Bowl.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 8, the North Schuylkill Spartans. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
The annual
You're watching Fox 56 News First at 10.
The Friday Night Rivals preseason top 10 continues tonight with a team that didn't have its typical year in 2024.
As Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide reports, the program that's won the most state championships in state history could be headed back for another one.
For just the third time since 1986, Southern Columbia lost 5 games in 2024. So it's easy to see what motivates this year's team in a program that won 14 state championships. Last year's youth team is now experienced and ready to go.
Last year was honestly, it was super depressing, you know, knowing when you come from such a great program to lose like that after, you know, how many state championships. Mentally, it's not going to sit well. So we are definitely changed a lot, and we are ready for this season for sure.
Yeah, now you swing it around to the opposite of last year. This season, we come in with one of the most experienced teams we've had in a long time, with 9 returning starters on offense and 7 on defense, and most of our key people return, and so, you know, it's the total opposite.
Braden Andrews will lead an experienced backfield after running for over 1,000 yards last season. He will have a solid line in front of him. Add in quarterback Aiden Hockenbrock, who threw for over 1,300 yards and 16 touchdowns, and the Tigers are back.
Compared to last year, I'll tell you what, a lot better. You know, we have everybody returning, so a lot of us aren't even just, you know, better. We're also bigger. We're, like you said, more experienced. So I think we stack up pretty well with with past teams for sure.
Oh, I learned a ton. So many mistakes. You learn from everything. Learn from the team. Everybody learned a ton. Lots of experience coming back.
Specifically, your spot, what do you want to be better at? What did you see in film that you need to improve?
I feel like I could be a better leader. I feel like I command the offense better. Maybe a couple of better decisions. I mean, everything can improve overall.
Southern will have 7 back on defense, including 2 defensive ends who've combined for 94 total tackles.
But I think that we have good linebackers this year again. And I think that as far as our front, 8, I think that aside from maybe our middle backers, because you can't really replace Dom, I think that we've upgraded, I think that we're going to be really good this year.
The Tigers will know how much they are back in their first 4 games when they start with Wyomissing, Loyalsock, and Mount Carmel during that stretch.
There's a lot of games that we look at that could be tough challenges and big games, so it's a challenging schedule.
Losing's not good. I'd much rather obviously win, but yeah, our state championship is what our big goal is for sure.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 7. The Southern Columbia Tigers. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
For tonight's Friday Night Rivals preseason top 10 team, we head to the Lackawanna Football Conference, where one team is looking to recapture a district title. Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide takes us to Pike County for team number 7.
Delaware Valley has the makings of another good football team. They return a running back that ran for over 1,500 yards and a young group of wideouts with speed. But who will throw to them and block up front are the questions.
Colin McCarvey's had a great spring for us. It's spring, summer, now we're into the fall, fall. Colin played quarterback for us his entire life until last year we moved him outside. Colin took a lot of reps during practice for us last year, so he kind of stepped right in there, and he's doing pretty good.
You had a nice year last year. What's the key for you having another year this year?
Just following off my blocks. The key's the lineman always. I'm nothing without him, so I just gotta, whatever they give me, I gotta take.
What do you have coming back on the line?
We have both our tackles coming back. Our right tackle is going to be a 3-year guy, and our left tackle started last year.
We're going to air the ball out a few times if we could, but our running back game that's our game. That's Warrior football. We run the ball, but we could also, when we run the ball, we're going to open stuff up for the wide routes.
On defense, Delaware Valley returns their top 4 tacklers, but they will need linemen up front.
Yeah, we need to find 2 guys up front. Keith Doyle's back at 1 defensive tackle. We got to find 2 guys, a nose and our other defensive tackle, and then we need to find 2 outside linebackers. Our guys, Luke Brzezinskis was a really productive guy for us the past several seasons, and Joey Kessler had a really nice year for us last year, so we have to replace those guys as well.
Definitely just getting after it, The ball carrier, we got to tackle him. Every play, every down, we got to go get it. Put the ball down like Coach Jane says, and we just got to keep getting after on defense out of that ball.
Delaware Valley will kick off the season with the same 4 teams they lost to a year ago. The Warriors did end up going to the District 2 5A championship game, but they don't want to go 0-4 again.
Definitely, no. We're bringing the energy of the early practices and stuff. We gotta come out and win some games. So we can't do 0-4 anymore. 0-3 the last 2 years. We're gonna come out and win some games.
What's the key to a good year for you guys?
Winning the games we got to win. Coming out fast every game. A lot of games we came out flat, and come third or fourth quarter, there's not much you can do down 2-3 scores. So you got to come out ahead and keep the game close.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 6, the Delaware Valley Warriors. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
We are into our top 5 in the Friday Night Rivals preseason top 10 countdown. Tonight we head to the Wyoming Valley Conference, where one team is hunting for more than a district championship. Fox 56's sport director Bob Ide stopped by to check in on the Wolfpack.
Wilkes-Barre quarterback Jake Howe is a 3-year starter who has thrown for over 4,700 yards and 48 touchdowns in his career. As he enters his senior season, this may be the best Wolfpack team he's been on.
A lot of skilled kids, a lot of 4-year starters, a lot of kids that have been in this program for 5-6 years, all the way from middle school up to varsity, a lot of varsity time, and I think we're going to be really good this year.
2 things. I mean, he's a 4.0 student. That's the first thing that's outstanding. He's got a great family. And each year his production on the field has gotten better. Every year has gotten better. Again, we have some really good athletes at receiver and running back, so that obviously helps him a lot and takes the pressure off of him.
Wilkes-Barre has their top rushers and wideouts back. They all have speed, and that will make the Wolfpack lethal.
This kid's got speed. We really bought into going out for track, and these guys, a lot of our guys do 2 or 3 sport athletes. A lot of them are. So a lot of them are on the track team. So that's what we need. Speed is what it's a different ball game with these kids. But we can't be just pass orientated. We have to be able to run the ball. And we definitely this year are going to be a lot more balanced than having to throw the ball. Last year we had to throw the ball a lot more. There was more pressure on Jake and the line. I think this year we're going to be a lot balanced, a lot better balanced team than we were last year.
All of our skilled players are returning, so that's a good thing. That's a great thing, and I feel like we have a lot more energy this year. Our team is more into it. Like, we're a lot more in tune with each other. Locker room is bonding. We're getting real close, and I like the energy that we're bringing.
On defense, the Wolfpack will be hunting.
Our defense has been working really hard. All 4 linebackers, we've been getting together, watching film, working out together. We've been working really hard together. Our secondary works really hard. Our defensive line's starting to get it, so we're all coming together basically.
A lot of hard hits. You're going to see a lot of hard hitting this year, and play a lot of big plays. I think our secondary is going to be big for us, and our linebackers. We lost 3 linebackers to graduation this year, so I think the linebackers are going to have the biggest role on defense. They're going to have to step up a lot, but we're going to get it done. We're going to be good.
Last season was a bit of a yo-yo for Wilkes-Barre. They beat Whitehall in Week 1 and then lost 3 straight. The Wolfpack did end up winning the District 2 6A championship, but lost to Williamsport in the sub-regional state playoffs. This year's goals are simple: get another championship and win a state playoff game.
We just have to go 1-0 each week. Even if we lose, got to put it behind us, got to win, can't get, like I said before, can't get too high with the highs, too low with the lows. Like, if we lose, it happens. It's football. Can't win every week, but that's our goal, trying to go 1-0 each week.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 5, the Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
Our Friday Night Rivals top 10 preseason countdown will have the top 4 teams starting back on Monday.
'56 News, first at 10.
The high school football season kicks off this week as we continue to count down the Friday Night Rivals preseason rankings. Tonight, we head to the Lackawanna Football Conference to look at a team that's been building toward this season for the last few years. Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide shows us team number 4.
North Pocono started the season 3-0 last year, but went only 1-5 in Lackawanna Football Conference Division I play. The Trojans did win an Eastern Conference championship at the end of the season, and they're hoping to be more consistent in 2025.
Played a lot of young kids the last couple of years. We've played freshmen and sophomores, and now they're juniors and seniors. So we're excited about the experience they have that we've given them the last couple of years. We hope that will pay off this year.
So this year we want to build that momentum and keep it up, and we want to see in the first 3 weeks, and let's see what we can do with that.
It starts at quarterback for the Trojans, where Chase Zimmerman returns. The junior threw for 834 yards and 14 touchdowns, while also running for 264 yards. He will be flanked by some experienced receivers.
I think Chase is going to see the game a little bit slower this year. He'll see it slower, so he'll be able to play faster. I think he's going to do that, run the ball. He's gained some weight, went out for track. You're going to see a noticeable difference in him, especially being in our offense as a quarterback for 1 year and being comfortable.
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be like we could call plays on the fly. Everyone knows what they're doing. We all have the experience for it. I'm excited for it.
And also talent. Talk to me about some of the talent you see so far.
Talent, obviously we have Cole West, freak athlete. Evan Wolf, obviously great athlete too. O-line, Big D, he's a monster. We're excited for him, protect our QB, but besides that, I think we all have talent. We're all ready.
On defense, it will be tough to run through Dylan Castor, who is 6'8", 325 pounds, and is the biggest player in the Lackawanna Football Conference. Add in Evan Wolf at linebacker, and North Pocono will lean on that for wins.
Chase the ball. Everyone flies to the ball. We just don't be lazy, as you would say.
Our front eight might be all seniors, and defensively. So that's a pretty good thing. A lot of experience up there, and they're going to experience things that in a game that they'll be able to make some plays that maybe they didn't make in the past.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a nice chemistry, especially we've been playing football for the last 6 years together. So I think we're going to be able to click very well together. I think we should be a tough defense, hopefully. We want to be very competitive. We want to bring the physicality when you're coming here. So we'll see what happens.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 4. The North Pocono Trojans. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
First at 10.
After losing in the state playoffs last season, one area team is determined to make it back and go further. Lucky for them, they have the team to do just that. Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide takes us to the Lackawanna Football Conference for Friday Night Rivals team number 3.
Okay, man, here we go. Let's go. All right, now that's everything from this morning. We're all good on all those plays, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's not hard to see the strength of Lackawanna Trail, a small single-A school with an offensive line that features 2 tackles that average 6'2" and 250 pounds, a leading rusher that ran for over 1,700 yards in Isaac Ryan, and an experienced quarterback in Tyler Jervis.
We feel like we're playing a lot faster, and we're way more decisive than we were last year. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
As a running back, you must get excited about your offensive line.
Yeah, they're huge. You love when you're running behind them and the backers couldn't even see it from the other side, so that helps a lot.
Our line, our starters are big. We have a lot of experience up there. Big guys, very strong, put a lot of work into the weight room, and I'm just glad to have a big group of linemen all so close together, and we work so well.
Lackawanna Trail has always run their wing tee to perfection, but this year expect more in the passing game.
Well, hopefully a little bit more than usual, but mostly the run game, like you said, will probably be more run than pass heavy. But so you just got to keep the run game going. The pass game will just be to help almost protect the run game. The run game is going to protect the pass game. So you just got to keep a good enough balance of it that they help each other out.
Once you have a whole season starting under your belt, and some quality big game experience last year at the end of the season, I think those two, they kind of just helps.
With the running game on solid ground, the defense will feature some of the same athletes.
Our defense, we play fast, we get our checks down. As long as we know what we're doing and when stuff's going to happen, we'll be great.
If you're looking for motivation for this year's Lackawanna Trail team, then look at last year's loss to Muncie in the state playoff. In a wild game, the Lions learned their lesson. So if they can stay healthy, there's no reason they can't compete for a state title.
Or win November, we'll be doing very well. So our teams keep taking it week by week. The old cliche is you can't win them all if you don't win the first one, so it really can't be looking ahead and, first game's first Tunkhannock. That's the one we're focused on right now, and next week after that, we'll focus on that when week 2 comes around. So right now, it's just Tunkhannock, taking it week by week.
We keep moving forward, but we definitely wanted to win that game, put our heart and soul out on that field, and we're ready to come back this year, be even better, and go all the way this year. I think we could really be something special.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 3, the Lackawanna Trail Lions. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
You're watching Fox 56 News, first at 10.
The Friday Night Rivals preseason countdown continues tonight with a team that really surprised some people in the Pennsylvania Heartland Conference last season.
But as Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide tells us, our number 2 team will not sneak up on anyone this season.
Last season, Shamokin won the District 4 4-H championship for the first time since 2011. Then, in the first round of the state playoffs, they were upset by Juniata. There were lessons learned, but experience, and they'll use that going into 2025.
Never look ahead of a team. We looked ahead of them a little bit and seen what happened.
We learned to never overlook anybody and just worry about being 1-0 every single week. They got the taste of success in their mouth, and I think they enjoyed it, and now they know what it takes to be successful.
Quarterback Logan Steele burst onto the scene in 2024, throwing for over 1,800 yards and 25 touchdowns. The junior has offers from several Division I colleges.
Coach, I have Chad Henney. He's a great quarterback coach. I work with him every other week, and he showed me a lot, and ever since then my accuracy has just been 10 times better.
What do you want to get better at this year, I guess?
Right now I'm working on it a lot. I'm just really an athlete. I mean, I'll be at slot, I'll be at DB, I'll be at quarterback, I'll be everywhere. And I mean, I'm just going to do whatever we can to win as many things as we can.
Who Steele will throw to is still being worked out after the Indians lost their top 3 receivers. Zakeem Clinton, who ran for over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdown returns, and so does a good group on the offensive line.
It's reload time, you know. Yes, we lost Ben Delbo. Yes, we lost Chase Pencil. But names, Colin Steinhardt, big basketball player, track athlete, 6'3", 200 pounds, runs very similar to Delbo. Ryan Bickert was seeded number 1 in the district, ran a high 10.7 in the 100-meter dash this year. So, you know, although we lose the familiar names, you know, we feel like we're going to do a good job of replacing those names and have the same production.
We have some big kids replaced, and we know that it was a big shoe to fill. We have big kids. They're athletic. They're strong.
Describe your offensive line that you're going to have to run behind.
I'm pretty confident that, I'll be able to trust my line. I love my line. So basically, I know my line. I have a close relationship with everyone on the line. So
on defense, the secondary is revamped, but up front, they have their top tacklers back.
We've lost 4 seniors from last year's defense, and again, we replaced them with 4 young guys that are just ready to continue to suffocate and smother.
I think our defense is going to be very good. Persing wants us to not let up over 1,000 yards this season rushing, so it's going to be hard, but it's capable with our defense.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 2, the Shamokin Indians. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.
Watching Fox 56 News, first at 10.
In less than 24 hours, the high school football season will kick off all over the state. One team who's looking for another great season also has their eyes set on something higher.
Fox 56 Sports Director Bob Ide takes us to the Skook for Friday Night Rivals team number 1.
If you look at Schuylkill Haven and didn't know any better, one would think the Hurricanes look like a college football team. There is size, speed, and high expectations.
Oh, dude, the whole team, we're just buzzing. We can't wait for week 1. Can't wait to go out there and just do everything we can for the team, for the town, just put it on display because we've been working hard year in, year out. So just can't wait to come out here in a few weeks and just play everything.
You know, the excitement for us is it's just another year we're going to play football. We have a bunch of guys back. We have 5 4-year starter. I don't even know the numbers anymore, quite honestly. We have a lot of guys that have a lot of experience.
It starts with a potent wing T running attack for Haven. The offense averaged over 50 points a game last year. Nico Caristia has run for over 4,600 yards and 62 touchdowns in his career. Colton Rebar and Nico Castillo combined for 2,000 yards and 29 touchdowns in 2024. Now add in 3 returning offensive linemen and quarterback Max Heim, and the Hurricanes will put up points.
We're going to run our same stuff that we've always ran, you know, wing T, smash mouth football. That's who we are. But, you know, as you get deep in the playoffs, you have to be able to throw the ball. So, you know, we're gonna throw the ball the best that we can.
You know, I mean, what do you got coming back, and you know, how do you guys work together?
So we have 4 guys returning on the offensive line. We're averaging probably like 250 average weight on the offensive line. So, yeah, we got size, we got power. We've been in the weight room doing footwork. We've been doing drills just make us faster, stronger.
On defense, it starts with the return of All-State linebacker Caristia. The senior has 329 career tackles, 33 of those for a loss, and 9 sacks.
You know, you see a lot of college teams, you know, dumping a ball out in the flat. You see 5 gold helmets run to the football. That's all we want to see.
Motivation won't be a factor for this year's Schuylkill Haven team as they lost to Williams Valley in the last 2 District 11 AA finals. The last time the Hurricanes won a district title, 2018.
We learned that, you know, these games are going to be hard, especially deep in playoffs. So we just got to keep practicing, keep getting stronger, and hopefully that will carry us into the playoffs and go and win a state championship.
So they just want to prove that they are a better team than what they finished at the last 2 years. So, yeah, that's what makes it fun. They're kids.
Friday Night Rivals preseason team number 1, the Schuylkill Haven Hurricanes. Bob Ide, Fox 56 Sports.